Alright, what's going on, everyone? In this video I'm going to show you how you can care for your chickens even if you're on vacation. This is going to be the last video in this little series I'm doing. Either way, be sure to click the like and subscribe if you haven't already, or if you're brand new here. So let's begin. As always, I want to say that if you want a template for any of the things later in this video to print out, they will be linked in the description or the pinned comment. Let's get started. So first off, the day you leave, what I want you to do is actually the day before you leave, is what you want to do is you want to go into your chicken coop. You want to grab all the clean materials and clean out the interior. You want to make sure it's clean. They have plenty of shavings in the nesting boxes. You might even want to oh my god, I can't speak today. Scrape off the roosting bars. So everything's clean and ready to go, because it will definitely help at least a little bit to have somewhat clean areas for your chicken coop, because if someone's going to take care of your chickens for a couple days, they might not know how to clean the chicken coop. And if you're going on a longer vacation, what you might want to do is you might want to leave instructions on how to clean the chicken coop, but we'll get to that at the end of the video. Next up, if you have any baby chickens or special needs chickens, you need to specify how they are going to be treated. So what you want to do is you want to go out there and you want to specify how they're going to be treated. Obviously, that's one of the easiest ways you can do that. So how do you treat these chickens? You have like a special needs chicken in the house or in the barn or something like that, where like chickens like that, but even baby chickens might be staying. Keep in mind, they're going to need a lot of different types of feed. So we'll get to that little draft you might make at the end of the video in just a couple minutes. So yeah. Now next up, we got egg collection. Everyone needs to collect the eggs daily, or else the chickens might form a little bit of a habit of being broody. So you might come home to the disappointment that your favorite chicken has decided they wanted to go hatch out eggs. So you want to tell the person that's caring for your chickens to take out the eggs 2 to 3 times a day, or whenever they hear clucking sometimes, because that is one of the easiest ways you can make sure that your chickens are actually laying their eggs and all that whatnot. It's super helpful to make sure that they don't go broody, or even worse yet, eat the eggs, because they can just be like that sometimes. Especially back in the old farm flock where you had a buff and an ISA brown. Not an ISA brown, a black copper Marin that would eat the eggs. Both of them are dead now because of the coyote attacks, but either way, they're quite the nuisance on the flock. And there would be a lot of eaten eggs if we were to go on like a 3-week vacation, for that matter. So make sure you specify them how to take out the eggs. You might even want to purchase a bigger box, because some people work day jobs and then go take care of your chickens at night. So you might want to get a bigger basket. But either way, tell them also specifically how to care for broody chickens, like separate them, or maybe even set up a cage if you want to isolate them. But tell them how to care for them in the cage, so like food, water, sunlight, all that whatnot. It's all pretty useful. Alright, so we've reached that point in the video where I can now show you what you should write down, because you want to make sure you're giving them an essay to write down. Obviously, you can show them this video. I don't know how much significance it would show them, but either way, this is what you should write down. First of all, you want to write an introductory paragraph introducing your chickens, and sometimes if you want to get a little bit more specific, even introducing their names and what they look like. Specify which breeds of chickens you have, although that's completely optional. Next up, in the next paragraph, what you want to type down is where the chickens are located. Keep in mind how I say flocks sometimes, because you might have many flocks like we have. This is our farm flock down here. These chickens are only a couple weeks old. We have a pet flock way up there. So we have 2 flocks of chickens right now, with me really wanting to make a 3rd flock. And as a matter of fact, if this video gets 60 likes, I will make a 3rd flock. So smash up that like button if you want to see a 3rd flock form, and I'll only include like 10 chickens though. But if we reach 100 likes, I'll make sure there's 15 chickens. But either way, that next paragraph after that is your care guide for special needs chickens. So like, oh, you want to give them the water at this time, you want to give them the food at this time, you want to give them a treats at this time. Same with the rest of the chickens, except in a separate paragraph, and that other paragraph is completely optional. So you want to make sure in that paragraph you specify how you're going to care for the chickens. So this is food, water, chicken coop cleaning. You want to give a little bit of an overview of how you're going to be cleaning your chicken coop, right, Puff? You agree with that statement? Yeah, I'll take that as a yes. But what you want to make sure is you want to tell them how you're supposed to clean the chicken coop. So just in case they might need to clean the coop, you want to show them how you're going to do it. So enough rambling. Let's move on to the next paragraph. The next paragraph is treats. A good chicken owner always gives their chickens treats, sometimes once a day, once every other day, at least a couple times a week. And you want to make sure your chickens are getting the treats that they need. So you want to include what you're going to include in your treat basket daily and what you're going to not want to include in the treat basket daily. And finally, we come to my favorite part of this video, which is the part which might need a little bit of a template for you. This is, drumroll please, or no, we're not doing that. We're not going to hold it up. This is the report they might want to write. So you want to specify how many chickens you have. So I'll leave a link to a document in the pinned comment or the description below, and make a copy of it, and then write down how many chickens you have. There will be a couple of bars that you can include, which will include the number of chickens, the amount of times you checked on them, and all that whatnot. Obviously not all of it has to be included, but I figured it might just help you a little bit. Now if you derived enjoyment or information from this video, be sure to click the video on the screen right now for absolutely nothing. Trust me, it's actually a pretty good video. I made it a couple days ago. It's on how to understand exactly what your chickens are saying. Thanks for the support in the last 2 videos, man. It's greatly appreciated. Anyways, I'm out. Subscribe.